Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit extra with the coil weaving. I'm going to teach those of you who are interested how to create your own bundles. You could create your bundles from natural fibers, grasses that you gather from outside. But I'm going to use something that is from my house that I'm going to recycle, and it's a plastic vegetable bag. I've got a few of those here, and then I've got a tortilla bag. So this would work just like any other bundle. I'm going to twist it, and it's not exactly the same diameter as the cotton bundle that we used, but it's very similar. So we're going to start the same way that we would have started with the cotton bundle, and we're going to start by wrapping and creating the coil. The only thing that is just a little difficult would be the fact that this is plastic, and generally hot glue melts that, but I have a low temp, so I'm just gonna add a little bit there and start my wrapping. Remember that we have to wrap or wind our yarn before we can start the coiling process. So if you are not able to get a cotton bundle, you haven't found what you needed, you could use recycled products like this. And we need to wrap our bag until we're able to start coiling it and connecting it. So just a little bit more. You can already see how quickly we've gone. Okay. And that's about right. So I'm going to bring my needle up. You wouldn't need such a large needle for this, but it's what I have. So I'm going to start by attaching. I do better if I have my bundle over here. You can see it's trying to unravel on me. And that's just part of getting your coil started. It's pretty difficult. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I didn't use my dot of hot glue there, and you can see that it's just completely coming undone. That's why I just use something like that. It's okay if not everything's perfect, but when it starts to unravel like that, to me, I'd just rather undo it and Get that little dot of glue there. Make sure it stays as I'm continuing. The starting process is so difficult anyway without your yarn coming undone. Okay, so I'm going to let my glue help me out just a little bit with that. Maybe just a little bit more so that first bit it's not even thinking about coming undone. As you're working, this is pretty thin and it's pretty flimsy. So if you are interested in trying to recycle in this way and create a coil weaving, then you might, if this is bothering you, you might want to double up your bags. That would help some. But really, once you get it started, the wrapping of the yarn will take care of some of that flimsiness. Okay, a little bit more. Okay. Getting all my pieces where I like them to be. Coming up from the middle, pulling out just the same as the cotton bundle. And the coils that we're making from the recycled bags are smaller, very similar to the clothesline that you might have purchased to use. And you can see that it's slightly easier to start with. Yes, it's a little flimsy, but I'm not having the problems with the beginning of my coils. So maybe you were not a fan of the large cotton bundles, and maybe you'll do better with the smaller diameter or thicknesses. you're just going to continue. You're going to change your colors on this recycled bag coil weaving just the same as you would have with the cotton bundle that we learned with. The only difference is that at some point you're going to have to move from the end of this bag to the beginning of the next bag. So that's the only thing that you might see that's different and maybe a little difficult. You can see how quickly this is going compared to the beginning of our cotton bundle. The difference in the diameter and the size of the weaving that you're going to make. You're just going to keep going. When you get to the end of this bag, then you're going to get your next bag and you can twist it together to continue the bundle, just like we would do on the yarn. Or if you're worried that it's going to come apart, you could just put a little bit of tape on that and then just continue with your recycling coil weaving. Have fun.